Rain? Oh man, I hope I brought the laundry in.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Even Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. Sorry? Did you say something?
Was that supposed to be your impression of Master Diluc talking?
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase millilith.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but...
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Well, if you're genuinely offering, I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside. But since then, I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate.
Footprints, eh?
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was talking about. And here's another one. Yep. Seems the Ruin Guards did come out for a walk after all. The trail of Ruin Guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A Ruin Guard! Over there!
To oblivion! There is no escape!
Mighty mythical beast!
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
Oh, cool. This stuff looks dope.
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it...
What is he wearing?
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? Excuse me. His name is Mr. Cyclops,
Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute. Wait, what?
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his... Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from?
Hey, just 'cause you get to play with Paimon all the...
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child?
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are
Killing machines? You mean, ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moved.
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a...
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad...
I'm just trying to help. I've always been...
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the...
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tooser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother and Leo.
You came all the way from Snezhnaya?
Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go.
What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
My brother said I should take it with me. He said...
Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much more from selling toys.
Yay! Thanks, nice lady. All right, now we got... You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
Wow. That one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture. Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea! Alright, off we go!
All right! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
Should I put in my letter? I can't wait to see you this time.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir?
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt.
Huh? What is he doing here?
Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tooser! What a nice surprise, Tooser. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anton?
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice lady to help me come look for you.
Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tooser's money.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be...
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you...
Yep, I always...
Oh, so you did know...
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn in all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like...
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid...
Why do you want to fight the nice lady?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about?
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Tusser is still so young. Ahem. As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy.
That's right! My brother's the greatest!
Just humor me in front of Tusser, if you would be so kind. Ah, yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the—
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with—
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tusser, dude.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you?
Sure! I really like this lady. And anyway, she...
Ah, well, it sounds like Tusser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tusser's entertainment fund. I want him, if need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while.
So, where are we going to play first?
How about we start with the toy store?
What are those super colorful winged things?
They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long...
That's right! How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky, so...
well, I can do custom builds.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring...
I'll manage.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know, kinda irresponsible. Well, so, yes, technically speaking, either way, it's time to talk prices.
This price is a little too low. Fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Hello, welcome. Table for three?
This restaurant has a really...
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our...
spicy chili? But
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy
Is it really that bad?
My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar. And the
Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like Wanmin Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe we should...
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef Now?
Giving the people what they want is the very... If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste...
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Now.
Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost... Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anyway.
Is it just Paimon? Or our still? Surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
You folks.
Thanks, Chef Now.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be here shortly.
Ugh.
I thought it was just right.
But this doesn't feel right somehow. Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser?
I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here.
Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Liyue Harbor.
Long sword in hand. Wow, this place is huge! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze?
Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the 7 nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput, yeah, Paimon can't remember how the rest goes anyway. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes then Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of
Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see.
Wait, Tooser, don't run off! After all that, he wasn't even listening.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get.
This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position, to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away.
An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names?
My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think, but suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy.
But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Hey! Quit running off!
Is this where they sell fish? Wow.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get... That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tooser?
Maybe 200 times your size? There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder.
Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Hey, Miss Nice Lady, let's go over...
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired?
I miss my brother.
What? But we were just with him.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Yep. You can up. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? The child said that he'd be by the river near Qingshu Pool. Why don't we look...
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Want a taste of my hammer?
Witness the power of Gopa! Illusion shattered!
Many happy returns!
A hunter becomes the hunted.
Oh, cool. This stuff looks dope.
You know what I'm here for.
Oh, you got lip. If you want to join up, let me...
Oh. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance.
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's...
Well, why, yes, of course. For I, the greatest toy salesman in Schneck...
so cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty
So, will you buy or not?
Toys!
Wow.
Look at that! Spreading joy.
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 6...
Yeah, no. Sorry, salesboy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you.
Would you listen?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear senior?
Looks like, truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a... If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf?
Come.
An initiation test, eh? Interesting.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna...
Huh, no problem.
I could get used to this.
Yeah.
Good things come to those...
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do?
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need... He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely, he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe his...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more a loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector.
And that's where you're still green. See, it
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional.
So, Mr. Salesman...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're... But we fully understand the situation with the...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm...
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of
do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already... Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue.
Well, all right then, I'll go.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Tusser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tusser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, Tusser. A lot of people... I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole to think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe. But he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait. Where's Tooser? We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go? See, either way, let's head over there first. Tooser, so you did come here.
Shh, quiet! My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and for the trials that we face are harsh. And our enemies are like... like kites, and who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops.
Uh-huh. Kites are real...
This is, of course, an analogy. So as your sales manager here in... A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the...
Whoa, that's really strict.
Huh?
Seeking to please everyone pleases... Forget it. Perhaps...
Hands-on trick.
After all,
Hey, did...
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally?
I can't believe it. A recruit's...
Am I hearing a hint of object...
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit! Now come at me, you
Frozen. Crisp.
Shouldn't get careless.
Amateur mistake.
Let's move.
Stay put!
Shine down!
Send this quickly!
Yes, you look right!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Riptide!
Quickly!
No time to lose.
Let me weave you. The brightest flames burn fastest.
You look right! You're up!
There is no escape.
Mighty mythical beast!
This is it.
Put your back into it. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun this.
You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah.
Fulfill my duty. It isn't time for a break here. I see through you.
Torn to oblivion!
You can't run. This is bad. Get it together.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far.
Well then, do you all understand?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost, in other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all dismissed.
Brother, you were amazing.
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so I still haven't fully recovered from the injury. Anyway, I'm no Senora.
The Foul Legacy transformation? I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool like you.
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me.
Leave it to me.
You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act.
Well, how about this? If you just do one...
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research.
Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, you've come as your brother. It's only right for me to grant you...
Exactly.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
You should come along too, Traveler. This time?
Let me think. Ah, yes. The Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
The brothers are ganging up on us again.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside.
What is this place? And how did...
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them.
Wow, yet another Harbinger with a bad attitude. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea.
Wait, so are you...
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad guys and protect the world.
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't ever get you.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's move.
Stay put, yeah!
Shine down!
And Shroud!
No, my sword! Body and...
Tidal wave! No time to lose. Bring it on.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. I need... Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Tusser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
Witness the power of...
Can't see?
Don't be scared!
There is no escape!
You're mine! Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! Tusser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big brother?
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? Yeah!
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Yeah! Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tusser?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun.
Fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death.
What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
A surprise? What sort?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around, and count down from 60.
Okay. 60 is a really long time, though.
Stay put.
60, 59, 58...
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
I'll uproot you!
48, 47, 46, 45... Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
Let's nip that in the bud.
16, 12, 10...
Hey, no cheating. Just skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13...
Give me another 10 seconds, Tusser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right. 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not.
Wow, he actually pulled it off. But Paimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy transformation.
Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, where'd he go?
Aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that's right! I was so excited that I forgot all about our game. Well, let's go look for him together, okay?
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, you have siblings too, yes? I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always... Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will... So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action figure?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to have...
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt... You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky that... that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Tooser taught you that one, did he? All right. Thank you.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on purpose.
Oh. Well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size! Look, it even has my name on it! It's my very own Mr. Cyclops!
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet! My brother is the best big brother ever!
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy Research, and got your... Do you think you're ready to head back to Snezhnaya now?
Don't worry. I know I can't get my way all the time. So, let's go.
Ma'am, young Master Tooser,
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tooser's return trip.
Who are you? My big brother
But you've been following us around.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your name.
What a strange twist of fate.
Young Master Tooser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best...
Gee, time really flies when you're having fun. Well then, see you, Miss Nice Lady. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime. Yeah! Pinky promise, pinky promise!
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, Paimon throws you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
It's a promise then.
Bye-bye, Tooser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time? What are you hiding for?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave with. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but I still feel a little uneasy.
Jeez, don't you think you've spoiled him enough already?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really couldn't have done without this time.
Aha! So you do have a heart after all.
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have a rematch when we get the chance. This time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying to us when you lose all over again.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'd also like to invite you over to my home. I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're great kids, and I'm very—
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky promise to Tooser.
I'm sure that he'll be very excited to see you too. Farewell, my friends. Till we meet again. In Snezhnaya.
It's shocking how much work there is to do.
And she's been handling it alone all along.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come...
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries. Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibility.
Is that so?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since, even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu, she couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But...
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing. Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler...
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring...
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. Standing over there! That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please Huh?
You don't want to be the Qixing secretary?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since I appreciate your kindness, after 1,000 years away...
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly sorry.
One merely jest.
Wow, you...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is yes. Since you are...
Cloud Retainer...
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a...
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu, when one was still taking care...
Wow.
Plump she was back then. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim, so fearful she was that she hid...
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so, but returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her if you... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue, anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
Great, sun's out. About time we had some dry heat. It's been so muggy lately. Hup. Ta. Ja.
Why did you come here? Is that so? This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature style.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training. We've completed the task. Hardships are a fact of life.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only
Who is it?
conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted...
I found him unapproachable at first, too. He's already waiting for me.
Of course we are. Let's go.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting.
I don't need your explanation.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Instead of explaining yourself to me...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, the trial I've prepared for you will explore...
Yes. I'm ready. We're way behind schedule.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Next on the edge.
Stay put!
Access denied.
Up to it, Manzai! Stop it now!
Blaze over. We're way behind.
Shine down!
Born of ice and frost. No access denied.
Hey, you hear that? Someone just...
All hail!
Born of ice and frost. No touching.
Don't be scared!
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Rain cutter! I let my guard down.
This is long overdue. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking only you can evaluate the result of this trial.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's all...
Pesky visitor?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the... Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but...
I am also one of the Adepti.
Perfect! I didn't come... What blessings can you grant me?
Wow.
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard...
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. A person of your age should focus on work and family. Instead...
Are you a real Adeptus? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to... Ugh, how dare...
He might sorta have a...
Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real...
Nobody's stopping. Ganyu, don't let that guy
I thought that coming back to... But being questioned by him made me realize that But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right.
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right!
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port, the smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue.
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working...
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one...
Is that... It is! I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Lady Ganyu, why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Chising.
What? This grandpa? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's... Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. Thank you for looking after me when I first...
Oh, so you've been friends for many...
Oh, I was just
Talking about secretaries... Oh...
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and...
May I trouble you to meet her at Yua High Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yua High Pavilion.
Miss, I don't know why, but...
Indeed, it has been a while, Wei. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to...
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yua High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary...
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique, without any evidence.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blind.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
Aha! We meet again,
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second? Ugh.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent. Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr.
Don't let that rascal fool you. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. and he kept all
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carp...
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chinksa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, that's so considerate of you.
Ah, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices.
Chinksa really is full.
Hey, I hered that.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask...
Why would the Qixing care about an old man?
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it's about Second Life.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We
Of course you can, but...
What?
I only do my woodwork and display finished As for old documents but some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. Besides, I can already feel that my intuition as the secretary of the chief...
Then what are we waiting for?
Frozen.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
You're not going anywhere! It's time for a flash shield.
Mighty mythical beast!
I think you've had enough.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but if you don't spill whatever, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then...
Fine. If you really...
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly
It's not an excuse. Think about it. I'm here alone.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's...
I also... I misjudged the situation and our...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs...
Yes, precisely.
Paimon's in!
Darn you.
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have...
No worries, it's...
Let's keep...
Wind Strider!
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
There is no escape!
Silence!
Service with a smile!
Shine down!
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Settle down.
Illusion shattered! One with nature!
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Silence!
Coming through! Sign here, please!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Shine down!
Be sanctified. Settle down.
That's that! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Silence! Justice is blindsided.
Wind strike. Illusion shattered.
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
This is a piece of
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters.
Oh, thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to...
Isn't it Huixing from the Yuehai? I told you that all of my transactions are included. I do hope that my business won't...
Groundless accusations, but I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately.
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsha...
What? Prove it!
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
I'm...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find...
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr.
Balot?
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng... I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu.
That's good.
I must say, your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies, and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Hoishin's work and
Oh, you've helped me so much.
That's not necessary.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The travel...
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
If it's just a meal...
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first.
All right.
Miss Ganyu, thank you.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin.
Truth be told...
Oh? If there's...
No, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because of all...
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried, but after all that happened this time...
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her... You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how you've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. They rely on me.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already?
This is a beautiful neighborhood.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your... To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would...
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?